Do you think how to disregard disorders such as eating disorder?
I definitely think it's a taboo in our culture, and I'm grateful that we're kind of moving forward. I think especially in the United States, we're moving forward. I can't speak on other countries of, the progress there. But unfortunately, it's not just eating disorders that's the issue. I mean, you see a lot of mood disorders, you see substance abuse, even though, it's against our religion. But there's a lot of non-Muslim Arab that, go through this as well. There's personality disorders. I mean, the list goes on and on. And we kind of, I say we as in, like, our culture is, oh, you're going to see a psychologist, there must be something really wrong with you. So, and I was doing research on, there's not very many Arabic psychologists in the world. It's a very limited field. Even though you see a lot of people studying psychology, getting to the level of being a psychologist, kind of, people just start precipitating and it just kind of fades out. But I did want to say that the Arabic word for kind of badness or illness is majnoon, and that term's from the word jinn. So in earlier days, when you said someone had a mental illness or you assumed that they did, you would right away assume it had to do with an evil spirit or a jinn. And I think that's where the stigma started, and it soon evolved into, oh, you don't really believe in God because you don't think He's taking care of you, or you have a flaw in your upbringing, your parents didn't raise you right, and that's why this is happening to you. And so there's a lot of different things that came into play within the Arab culture with mental illnesses, and I hope now that it's improving. We're moving away from that, but I can't say that it's completely gone.
Yeah.
So that's the sad part, but there's a time for everything, and we just have to keep working at it.
Are you? I can't.
I'm literally trying to stop it.
You should cry on camera though, because the viewers will love you.
She cares. It's so true. Like, I just feel like everyone goes through that. And parents don't notice, especially like other parents.
I mean, a lot of our parents, because they don't have.
So let's get down to the roots of eating disorders. What is your idea of genetics and environmental factors that cause this disorder?
I definitely think that both play a big role, not just in any body image related disorders, any kind of disorder. If we had the answer to that, we wouldn't need the field of psychology. So I think it's important to know that there's a balance. Some disorders, like anorexia, bulimia, or whatever, sometimes there's a bigger environmental factor that kind of hits home for the individual. Whereas other factors, there can be like a perfect balance, like depression, where you have genetics and environment, or like a traumatic life event that causes both of these, or causes the disorder, the onset of the disorder. I think it's important to realize that there is a big difference between, genetically caused disorders and environmentally caused disorders. And so, especially when it comes to body image, we live in a society, like I said, that, praises benigniation, objectification of women, and things like that. So it's important to be aware of this, and to try to instill different values in our daughters, and, even in our sons too, of course, because, they're really important in society as well. So yeah.
So you're saying that the environment plays a big role. So family, neighbors, friends, that can all affect their disorder.
Yeah, I think even more so than just, those are the more personal connections, but we also have a lot of, celebrities, you have magazines, you have TV. A lot of the time you see people on TV and they're at their best, and you think that you need to look like that at all times. And so if at one point you're not wearing makeup, or your hair is in a bun, you're wearing your pajamas, and you feel like crap, and you're just like, oh, why? Why don't I look like her? Why? You don't get your makeup done every day, or someone doesn't do your makeup for you every day, so you're not going to be 100%. You're not photoshopped. This is the reality. And I'm sure at times those same celebrities, those models, they have their bad days too, and they're like, I wish I looked like that every day. Yeah. They don't, and that's the problem, that all you get to see is a picture-perfect image, and you hold yourself to higher standards, which makes you more vulnerable to these illnesses.
What kind of habits can we change in our daily lives to kind of prevent these disorders from happening?
I would say, like I said before, we need to talk about it. That's the number one step of moving forward and kind of breaking down the stigma that's associated with it. If you don't talk about it, it's never going to go away. You know, these disorders, they don't just fade out. So I know once I was talking to someone, I was like, you know, if you came up to me and you're like, oh my gosh, my leg is broken, my leg hurts, I don't know what to do, I would freak out. I'd be like, oh my God, go to the doctor. You need to get your leg checked out. If someone else comes up to you and says, you know, I'm feeling really sad, I have no motivation to do anything, I've been my sleeping habits have changed, my eating habits have changed, you know, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, you'd be like, oh, get over it. But why? Why do people do that? Oh, it's a phase, you're gonna be fine. No, it's not, you know. Maybe they should encourage you, oh, go seek help, go see a psychologist. Go help improve yourself, go understand why this is happening, you know. Whether it's through medication or cognitive behavioral therapy or whatever the case may be that works for you, I think it's important to let people know that you should go seek this help. You know, your leg is not more important than your emotional well-being. Same importance. If you can't walk, that's pretty bad. But if you feel debilitated internally and you can't walk, that's also a problem.
So there's nothing wrong with seeking help.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure being out here.
So guys, as Ruba Rom here was saying, it's okay to seek help. People all around the world suffer from mental disorders.
Yeah, and just to build up on that, I mean, you need strong support networks, so try to find that. You know, if you don't have that, if you don't have a lot of family and friends, you know, you could seek professionals who can give that to you and provide those types, I don't want to say services, but, you know, just, you know, give a helping hand for whenever you're feeling down or you're experiencing something that you feel is unusual to you. So don't be afraid to talk about it with other people. That's always the first step to moving forward. And you know, again, I'm not a professional in this field just yet, but you know, this is just kind of like an insight into a lot of the things that not just Air Women experience, but you know, people all around the world. So.
And she is available if anyone would like to ask her any questions, if anyone is suffering from anything specific and they don't want to ask anyone they don't know. Ruba Rom here is available to take anyone's questions and will be happy to answer them. So thank you.